Yo, what's up guys? My name is Jay Bloom, and I'm going to show you how to make an EDM remix from scratch. So let's dive straight into it. I started with the Kontakt trombone library and made this melody. Next, I added some staccato trombones. Make sure you guys stack the octaves on these trombones to get a way fuller sound. Alright guys, up next we got the drums. So once you guys load in all your favorite samples of one-shots and such, you guys can double click on your one shot. Got this fat kick. And then right click and open a new sampler channel. That's going to let you program your MIDI. It's going to make a new sampler track and let you program your MIDI under the piano roll. This is the kick MIDI pattern. At the very end of the kick MIDI, I added a little bit of a roll to add some extra flavor. And don't be afraid to use loops. I ended up using a Southside hi-hat loop, because why the hell not? A lot of these sounds that I got were through the Splice app. They have royalty-free samples that you can use when you pay a subscription to them. And then make a trap beat like this. Next, find a big, fat, juicy 808.
I saw it! It's big, scary, and pink!
So's Patrick's butt, but I ain't afraid of that neither.
For this, I went with the Southside 808. Go over to the envelope tab and turn on an envelope. So to get your 808 to hit really hard and to make sure it doesn't keep ringing out, just go over to this tab right here and click envelope. Turn your attack all the way down, your hold all the way up, your decay all the way down, sustain all the way down, and release all the way down. You can do fit to tempo on. You want to turn porta and monophonic on. That's going to let you slide between notes. You just want to turn up this slide knob as well. And you can make an 808 pattern something like this. If you want some really glidey, slidey notes, just click your note in, and then make sure these two boxes are checked, and experiment with them. See which one you like sounds better. Just hit accept, and then that's how you get that kind of note. You got to place it on top of a pre-existing note, and that's how you're going to get it to slide up and slide down. And here's the intro all together. Next, make an 8-bar build. For this I used a trap snare and just made it go even faster and faster, and add some risers. Add a war horn, 'cause why not? Next, add a kicker snare that gets faster and faster to build up the tension. You can also automate the pitch of the snare by clicking on View Channel Rack, going over to your snare, making sure stretch mode is on, and then right-clicking on your pitch wheel, create automation clip. This way you can draw out how fast or how slow you want it to rise or lower in pitch. All together. Add a pre-drop vocal to hype up the crowd. Alright guys, up next we have the drop. For the drop I used a serum bass. It just sounded like really dope. And then I made a pattern that sounded like this. Add some growls and one-shots. You can find these on Splice or any other sample-based website. Oh, and you gotta add some vocal chants. Add an organic hi-hat loop. That sounds like it's coming from a real kid. I ended up chopping it up and using extra hat hits. And here is the drum beat all together. Don't forget to add a drum fill on the 8th bar to keep your listener engaged. For this drop, we need a big, fat, crispy, juicy, shit your pants, subwoofing 808. For this, I used an Eliminate 808, and it sounds like this. And here's what the drop sounds like in its entirety. For the second drop, I really wanted to do like a future bassy, crazy chords that just really stood out and had some crazy LFOs on them. So this is how I did it. To make the future bass chords, I started out by using a close grand piano. I stacked a lot of octaves to get a nice full piano sound. Also, you can highlight your piano notes and then press Alt plus R, and that will let you randomize the velocities to make it more human sounding. Once I was happy with the chords, I threw them on these Spire and Serum presets. Don't forget to fill up your mid-bass frequencies with gritty saws and growls. I ended up using some Marshmallow presets. Once I was happy with my sub-bass and my mid-bass and my chord stacks, I bounced them out to save CPU. To get that wobbly feel in the chords, I ended up adding a fruity balance on each of the chords, the mid-bass, and the sub-channels. From there, you just go to this volume knob, right-click, create automation clip. That's going to let you draw in these little volume automations, so that way you can get that wobbly, wubby effect. Here's all the melodic elements all together. Chords at the very end, I I used a strum function. So all you have to do is highlight the chord, press Alt plus S, and that'll bring up the strum tool. Next, all you have to do is download your favorite MP3 of your favorite song, choose your audio file, output it as 16 kilohertz cutoff. That's going to give you more high frequencies in your vocal. EZStems.com is going to give you 2 stems. It's going to give you the background music, and it's going to give you the vocal. And you can do it up to 5 stems, which is really dope. And it's completely free. You can do it as much as you want. That's a dirty little secret right there, guys. For this acapella, I used Gabby Barrett's song, I Hope. For the vocal chops in the beginning, I loaded it into SliceX. From there, I found little chops that I liked, and then exported it as its own file. For the rest of the mixing and the mastering of the song, I imported all the stems into Pro Tools. In my opinion, the 2 of the most important mastering plugins are Pro L2 and the Ozone 9 Maximizer. The Pro L2 will make sure that your dBFS range doesn't distort or clip over 0 dB. I usually like to have my ceiling at negative 0.7 dB and have it on true peak mode. And from there I just monitor the LUFS with the Ulian loudness meter. But for this song in particular, I did all the mixing and mastering in Pro Tools. So without further ado, let's play the remix in 3, 2, 1.
She makes you smile. The way you make me smile. On the other end of a phone, in the middle of a highway, driving alone. Oh baby, I hope you hear a song that makes you sing along and get you thinking about her. Then the last several miles turn into a blur. Yeah. I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know she's the one by the end of the night. Friend hanging on to a guy. You just ain't him. I hope you stay up all night, all alone, waiting by the phone. And then she calls, and baby, I hope you work it out. Forgive and just about forget, and take her on a first date again. And when you lean in for a kiss, I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know she's the one by the end of the night. hope she makes you feel the same way about her that I feel about you right now. I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know she's the one by the end of the night. I hope you never ever felt more free till your friends and you're so happy. I hope she comes along and ramps every one of your plans. I hope it's been your last time to put a ring on her hand. I hope she's gonna think the wildest dreams. She's everything you're ever gonna need. And then I hope she cheats like you did on me. And then I hope she cheats like you did on me. Like you did on me.
And that concludes our EDM remix tutorial. If you guys enjoyed this vid, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and comment what type of tutorial you want to see next time. My name's Jay Bloom, and I'll catch you guys later.